Hi students, in this video session we are going to discuss one of the important experiment. So, that is related to the chapter molecular basis of inheritance. In previous two videos we discussed about the Griffith's experiment. So, and one more Avery, MacLeod and McCarty. So, that is the second experiment we discussed, and this is what the third experiment which helps to prove or DNA is the genetic material. So, how it is completely explained. So, with the help of another way of experimentation. So, that is the experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material, which is the final experiment we can say. There are many members are conducted, many scientists were conducted different experiments, but it is appropriate one, and it is helps to prove that DNA is the experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. DNA is the genetic material. Even in Griffiths, so he is actually explained the principle or what we call a transforming principle, but biochemical nature was not explained. And next Avery and MacLeod, so that three scientists together they explained. So, there is a DNA is the transforming biomolecule which helps in transforming principle. Okay. So, we discussed in previous videos. Now, this is what how DNA is the genetic material, how it is, which is explained by here Hershey. This experiment is also called Hershey-Chase experiment. Hershey-Chase experiment. It was proposed in 1952. Understood? See, the Hershey and Chase experiment, why we call? Because their names are there here. So, Alfred Hershey, and so one more scientist, Martha Chase. These two scientists together worked on this experiment. So, they made this experiment and they proved that DNA is the genetic material. Okay. So, very important one. So, other biomolecules, as we know, proteins, and previously before that before the Griffith experiment or even Avery, MacLeod and McCarty experiment. So, there was a belief regarding the protein may be a genetic material. So that is failed. Okay, that means so by this we can understand protein how it is not genetic material and DNA is the genetic material. So, for this experiment they are chosen. Hershey and Chase were used the organisms. There are two organisms are used. Organisms used are, so here T2 phases. What you call? T2 phases are used. T2 phases are nothing but here they are nothing but bacteriophages. What do you call? Bacteriophages are used. Bacteriophase. So, I think you know these are the nothing but viruses. Understood? These are the viruses which infects the bacteria. These are the T2 phase virus means these are the viruses which infects the bacteria are called bacteriophages. Especially T2 phases are used here. T2 phases is the alternative name for this what the exact that virus is used here, that is one of the bacteriophase. Okay. And one more organism is used here. So, that is E. coli. What do you call? E. coli. E. coli is a bacteria. So, which is found in our human body, that means which is there in the colon, hence the name E. coli. Okay, Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is the name. So, that bacteria and this bacteriophages are used by these scientists. Okay. So, these two organisms are useful here, and what they used other things, medium different here medium is used because to culture these bacteriophages medium is also required. So, that is the medium, there are two mediums are prepared separately. So, that is medium containing Medium means it is a culture medium. Okay, it's a culture medium. We can say it as a culture medium. Okay, so which is a nutritive thing. Medium means here, culture medium means which is a nutritive thing in which these bacteriophage can grow, or what you call these able to grow the organism. That is what culture medium. Medium containing radioactive sulfur. These organisms are helps to grow in this medium. So what they used here, the medium, two mediums are used, one and second medium. Okay, two medium are used, culture medium. The first medium containing radioactive sulfur, very important. Radioactive sulfur is used. See, very important. Radioactive sulfur, which is mentioned as here S, what you call S35. Okay. So next medium, another medium, the second medium containing radioactive phosphorus. Okay, P, phosphorus, S for sulfur. So these two radioactive substances are used in the medium, okay, in which these organisms are cultured, especially bacteria can be cultured. Okay. So how? See, let us see the structure of bacteriophage once again. Just already I hope you have studied in previous standard, but once again I will remind, because next explanation cannot be understood without this idea of bacteriophage. So bacteriophage is nothing but it has two things, mainly protein. It contains protein and DNA. It has two things, protein and DNA. I hope you will understand that protein and DNA. So, and sulfur and phosphorus. Is there any relation to these two substances here? Protein and composition of DNA also studied. Composition of chemical nature of protein also you studied. Okay. In previous video I have explained, in proteins in previous year you have studied. Okay, protein content. Once again you see that, very important. You open the first year book and observe that protein molecules, what the content is there. Okay. So these are the substances which are there. So usually sulfur is present in proteins. And phosphor is present in DNA. Okay. So as you know, the backbone of DNA, this is what the sulfur means. Don't think here SP I am writing here, means S means here sugar it is. Here it is sugar. Here phosphate, sugar. So in that phosphate molecule means that is a phosphor, which is there in DNA, no? But in a protein there is a sulfur. Sulfur is present. Understood? So not the phosphor. This S is for sugar. Okay, sugar it is. This is the backbone DNA, what we call. Okay, so this is what the DNA is there. No, this backbone what I am showing here. So this phosphate is present. Phosphate means here phosphorus. Okay, so that is which kind of phosphorus they are used? Radioactive phosphorus, which can be identified easily. Okay, so that's why it is used. And radioactive sulfur is also used. So this is why they are using this when they cultured in these media. So this is become a raw material to synthesize the what you call that molecules, proteins or any biomolecules, that is DNA. Okay. So from these nutrients they are using this one, and they are producing the protein and DNA. How? Let us see. See, first before that, T2 phases means bacteriophage structure, which is containing protein and DNA. See, this is what the structure I will draw here. Simple structure. I will take simple structure. So this is what the structure. Here it may be end plate. We can say end plate. Okay, end plate, and there are tail fibers, we can say tail fibers. So in this way tail fibers are there. So you might have studied this already. So inside there is a DNA. So this is what the DNA, and this is the protein coat. This is what the protein coat. Okay, should remember this is the protein coat. This is protein coat. Here also there may be a inside there is spiral protein is there, and these are the tail portion. So what we call tail fiber. Okay, so this is what the tail piece or tail fiber or tail piece we can say. So next this is the what we call end plate, which these two are helps to attach the host, and this the upper portion of this one, this is microscopic of course. Okay, so even even it is not microscopic also, it is very minute organism, viruses. Okay, so when you observe this one, the structure, so inside there is a DNA. Okay, when it is infected, when viruses are infected to a host, so they completely not enters the host cell. Host cell means it is actually here host is E. coli bacteria. E. coli bacteria is somewhat oval shape you can take, or capsule like structure. So here inside there is a DNA. Okay, DNA is there, and this is the coat. This is what the E. coli structure, E. coli, and this is the DNA, as you know, DNA. So here DNA is present inside. That is a prokaryote. Of course, there is no complete true nucleus is not there. Okay, so this is what the as usual cytoplasm, you know, cytoplasm and cell membrane. Okay, so this is what the E. coli cell. So this is infected to the bacteria, So especially bacteriophages are the viruses which infects the bacteria. These bacteria does not infect to man or any other host cells. Usually plant viruses are different, animal viruses. One more virus is came, no? Yes, that coronavirus is also infecting to our cells. Okay, so usually when they attach to our skin, is it the virus, whole virus is enters the host cell? No. So when it attached, so for example I will take here, this is the small structure I am drawing here. This is the yes. So this is what the bacteria. So when it is attached, so usually this end plate has perforations, very minute perforations, means holes. Okay, very minute they are. So this DNA is injected. So naturally this DNA is injected, which enters this cell, that's the host cell E. coli. So this is injected. This is what the mechanism which is takes place. That's why they are using these two organisms for this experiment. Understood? So the T2 phases can inject their DNA into the host cell. So without protein coat remains outside. So protein coat remains here only. That is a empty capsule. Okay, so this is become a empty capsule as remains empty. Okay, so this completely it enters here. So that material is enters, and this is blended with the DNA. This is blend with the DNA already present in the bacterial DNA. This viral DNA is blended with bacterial DNA. Okay, so in this way the mechanism takes place here during infection. Okay, what we call infection. Okay, first it is what we call, there are steps. So first this virus can on the bacteria it will adhere. Okay, it will adhere on the bacteria. So for example this is the bacteria, okay, which is attached. There is small diagram, just I am mentioning here. Okay, so this is enters here. Okay, so already there is a DNA of this bacteria. Okay, this is blended. Okay, this is mixed. Understood? This is blended. Okay, so which mixed with that, and it produces more number of viral DNA. It can able to replicate and produces more. Yes, what is the function of DNA? Yes, later we will discuss the details, but now you can understand that this DNA is get multiplied, and what happens here, it can synthesize the new proteins which are required for the protein coat. The viral proteins are also produced, and finally which is ruptured, and the new viruses will come. Okay, this is the reproduction of what we called viruses. Viruses are reproduced in host, not outside the host. That is what, even once corona enters our cells, okay, through the nasal chamber, so it can multiply in the host cells of our body cells, usually what we call the upper respiratory cells, okay, which are the host cells. Here the E. coli is the host cell and bacteriophage is the virus. Understood? It is injecting its DNA into the host cell, that is, and that it can be multiplied. Okay. So during multiplication, so that means alone it is not multiplied. So bacteria get divided, bacteria are multiplied. Understood? This E. coli are get multiplied. Where it is multiplied? So media is required, no? So that's why they are using these media instead of normal media. So that means protein. For the synthesis of protein, sulfur is required. For the synthesis of DNA, phosphorus is required. Understood? So the medium contain sulfur. That sulfur is not normal. Sulfur is radioactive sulfur, and phosphorus is also not normal. That is radioactive phosphorus, which can be noticed easily. Okay, which are noticed easily. So that's why there is a difference in normal sulfur and this one. So that technique is used here. Okay, so that's why they are using radioactive sulfur containing medium. Okay, so this content should be there. So this sulfur is used to prepare the protein which is required for the virus coat. Okay, so this coating is there, no, capsule is there, no. So this is prepared with the S, and the DNA is prepared with the P. Not only this. Okay, that means this is one of the substance, one of the molecule, or what you call the material required for the synthesis of DNA, new DNA. During replication it is required. Okay, so that means this is what the two things are used to identify that whether it is DNA or protein. Okay, genetic material which is passing there, and how it is multiplied. So with the help of a series of let me discuss now the next bit of this one, how they are proved this one. Okay. Yes, dear students, see here. So with the help of these two different radioactive medium were used to culture this what you call organisms here. So viruses are allowed to grow in this. They are Hershey and Chase. They are give the viruses to develop here. That means the radioactive medium are chosen. In this medium they are used, yes, sulfur, radioactive sulfur. In another second medium, radioactive phosphorus were used. Okay, so here also remaining normal sulfur is there, here normal phosphorus is there. Don't think that only sulfur and phosphorus, it's a culture medium, you remember. Okay, so it's not only the chemical, like sulfur, which is not brought from the what we call only that chemical, not it is a one chemical, it's a nutritive medium which contain in this sulfur. Instead of normal sulfur, what they used? So radioactive sulfur is used. In this medium, radioactive phosphorus is used. Okay, so now radioactive medium are chosen here, and viruses are allowed to grow. That means which are allowed to grow. In that they are allowed to grow. Next, viruses are grown. See, viruses which are grown in this medium, that means radioactive sulfur medium, in this medium which are grown, they contain, that viruses contain radioactive protein, very important. That viruses contain radioactive protein, but not the DNA, not the DNA. DNA remains as it is. DNA remains as it is here. Okay, normal DNA is there. Understood? But the protein coat is there. No, this protein coat is radioactive. Protein coat is radioactive labeled, radioactive sulfur, radioactive sulfur labeled protein capsule is formed. This is new bacteria, new bacteriophage. That is what we call the radioactive phases. These are called radioactive phases because they contain the radioactive things. Understood? Here radioactive capsule is developed in this case, in this media which are grown, no? The viruses which are grown in this media, sulfur which media, what is that? Which is containing radioactive sulfur. Understood? The medium which contain radioactive sulfur, no? What the viruses are grown here, they are developing radioactive labeled protein capsule. Capsule is become radioactive, but not the DNA, because DNA requires phosphorus. Okay, phosphorus. So similarly, and one thing I will clear here, DNA does not contain sulfur, because DNA does not contain sulfur. If it also contains, if this molecule DNA already chemical composition we have studied, there was no sulfur, chemical composition, phosphate we have written, sugar, phosphate and nitrogen bases, but there is no sulfur. Sulfur was not there. That's why it is not become a radioactive. It remains normal, but this one capsule outside, so that is made up of protein. That's why I have explained before only. Okay, so I have explained the structure now. So two things are here. One is protein, another one is DNA. But DNA not contain sulfur. Normal DNA not contain sulfur. Okay, normal DNA does not contain. It is not the chemical composition of the DNA. Try to understand. Okay, so that's why only the radioactive protein is formed in this viruses. Understood? These viruses are developing the radioactive labeled protein capsule. Okay, one thing is clear. Similarly, see here students, similarly viruses grown in the presence of radioactive presences. So that means in this medium, okay, viruses grown in this radioactive phosphor containing medium. So the radioactive DNA is present. Understood? So that means the viruses shows that radioactive DNA viruses. Okay, the DNA of this virus is become radioactive. Understood? So see here, viruses grown in the presence of radioactive phosphorus, contained radioactive DNA, but not the radioactive protein. Protein is not formed by radioactive sulfur, because sulfur is not here. Radioactive sulfur is not there. Sulfur is required for the preparation of protein. Understood? And the phosphorus is required for the preparation of DNA. It is a raw material. Okay, sulfur is for protein and phosphorus is for DNA. So that's why what happens here, that viruses contain radioactive DNA, newly formed viruses which are cultured in this medium, radioactive medium, are become radioactive DNA. They contain the radioactive DNA, but not the radioactive protein, because what happens here, DNA contains phosphorus only, not the sulfur. Sulfur is not there in the DNA. Sulfur is there in the protein, but protein remains normal here. But DNA become radioactive. So that's what I have labeled here, radioactive labeled DNA, radioactive phosphorus labeled DNA. Understood? So this is what they got here, radioactive phases. That is what they referred T2 phases. T2 phases of that bacteriophages they got, and they are going to infect these radioactive labeled bacteriophages are infected to the E. coli bacteria. By that they are going to identify DNA is the genetic material. Understood? So, let us we see that. Yes, students, here the next part of that experiment. So, they have got radioactive phases, okay, as well as I drawn before. Okay. So, these are the structures. I made it simple and small structures here what I have drawn before. Okay. So, now see here, this is the radioactive phase, T2 phase what we are calling. So, this is protein is radioactive here, protein coat is there, no, capsule is there, no, that is radioactive, is clear, and this DNA is not radioactive. Understood? So, now here in this side, so see here, this is not radioactive, but DNA is radioactive, DNA is radioactive, but capsule is not radioactive. Clear? So, when these are allowed to infect the cells, E. coli cells means these are the bacteria. Understood? So, these bacteria are chosen here, E. coli bacteria are chosen to infect. Infect means what? First actually infection, they must attach. Okay, this is what the attached, they are allowed to attached. They are allowed to attach means they are allowed to infect. Infection, that is the step here, important step. There are 3 steps are there. Okay, infection, blending and centrifugation. By that centrifugation we can identify it. Okay. So, now the radioactive phases are allowed to infect the E. coli bacteria. When E. coli bacteria get infected, so what happens, how infection is takes place, I have explained before. Okay. So, only the genetic material is injected inside, but capsule remains outside. So, inside this cell, I will call it as cell now. Bacteria are called cells. Okay, these are the cells, E. coli cells. So, this is the host now. So, in this host only this genetic material enters. Okay, so what I have shown here, when completely enters, the capsules are remains outside. Okay, they are remains outside. Only genetic material enters here. Okay, so now this is what both this genetic material of this is the viral DNA, this is what the bacterial DNA, both are DNA only. DNA is usually present in the bacteria as a genetic material, and here what we choose radioactive phases in, that is also contain DNA. Understood? DNA viruses we choose, not RNA viruses, it is a DNA virus. T2 phases are the DNA viruses. Understood? So, both DNA are blending. Okay, that is what blending means. They starts their function and they will multiply. Okay, so here this is what the RNA, is it radioactive now? No, it is not radioactive. Okay, which is not radioactive because here we are grown in a sulfur medium, not in phosphorus medium. Radioactive sulfur we used here. Here we used radioactive phosphorus. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಸೊ this is after blending, so which is allowed to grow more. Okay, the quantities will also become more. If you allow to grow these bacteria, so that will be multiplied. In 20 minutes, as you know, bacteria are multiplied. Okay, so when the quantity become more, then allowed to centrifugation. Okay, so which is centrifuged. Centrifugation is separation mechanism, a simple physical process it is. So which is a mechanical process what we called when we centrifuge this medium which is containing this bacteria. So here supernatant, what you called in a test tube, when you centrifuge this one, so here I will choose this side. Okay, so here there are 2 test tubes are separately, this mixture is separated. So here we can predict now. Okay, so this is what the cells means this bacteria. Next, one more step we have to draw here. This is what the cells get separated. Already you can take it separately. Okay, one more step. So these bacteria bacterial cells do not contain any radioactive substance. Understood? Because radioactive substance, that is sulfur, is present with the capsule. So capsule is remains. So that is radioactive substance, that is sulfur, detected in supernatant. Supernatant means the above this one. So here it is detected, but here in the cells, so here in the test tube, so the supernatant means which is floats above these cells, because these are heavy, these are capsules are light. Okay. So while centrifugation, what happens, they get separated, the cells contain, the cells do not contain, means no radioactive sulfur detected in the cells. There is no sulfur is detected in these cells, but in the capsule supernatant it is present. But here in this side you can see supernatant means this is the cells and these are the capsules here. Okay. So in this area capsules are there, but here there is no what you call in the cells it is detected. In this here the radioactive substance is detected, here no, not detected. Understood? So radioactive phosphorus that detected in the cells, because this is what the radioactive which is comes here, radioactive. Okay. So but in capsules no radioactive. So means we know already DNA is here. Okay. But so whether that genetic material is the DNA, that is what transferred, no, which is multiplied here. Okay. The protein capsules are not entered and which are not allowed to multiply. Okay. So in this way they are finalized. This what they proved here, the DNA is the genetic material. Okay. Because in these cells, so the viruses which infected by radioactive DNA, no, means radioactive DNA is enters here. So these are the what you called they have a radioactive, yes, substance, that means radioactive sulfur is present. By this experiment they concluded that DNA is the genetic material. Okay. So by these three experiments we finalized that DNA is the genetic material. Okay. Thank you, students.